Hello everyone, good morning. I'm going to share my breakfast today with you. I'm going to make omelette with the consist of a bell pepper and with the onion and my secret ingredient, and which I'm going to share with you. And let me show you. I'm going to use green bell pepper. I'm going to use orange bell pepper. I'm going to use red bell pepper, and one onion. I'm going to be using red onion. And I'll prepare and I'll walk you through. Yeah, hi. It's really important when you are doing omelette and you are putting bell pepper and other stuff in there. It's important to make it as small or thin pieces, so the contributing factor should remain inside the egg itself. So the omelette itself is representing with the bell pepper or onion, but the main ingredient is egg. And if you keep these pieces in a big chunks, this will dominate the omelette and it won't come out as good as you want it to be. And as I mentioned, my secret ingredients are, which I use, like I said, I do my own cooking and I do experiments, different things. I'm going to use olives, and the same thing, I'm going to cut those olives into real small pieces. I'll show it to you. Let me zoom in. The bell pepper, you want it real small pieces, and you just make it real small and tiny, so they just blend in. Same thing with olives. Let me zoom in, and you see I can cut. It takes a precision with the time and a little bit. If you do cooking, if you just wanted cooking and you dump it everything, then that won't be exciting. But if you enjoy cooking, you do with the patient, and that brings more flavor into the cooking. If you see my onions, how the onions are cut, there has to be real small, tiny pieces. And then the second ingredient, which I'm going to use, I use sesame seeds. I'm going to put sesame seeds very little bit when you're eating something and you see those white white things and you say, what is this? And then you taste it, and on your taste bud you say, oh yeah, it's sesame seed, and it feels good. So that's the other thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm done with my prepping. So now I'm going to get my eggs, and now all the materials which I cut it in small pieces, I'm going to add that in. So once this one finished, as a finished product, it's gonna look beautiful. There is another thing you can do. You can add the tomatoes in there. It's each person's preference if they want. And the only things I'm going to add salt and black pepper. And one thing I kind of vaguely forgot that I need to add a green chili pepper, which I washed it and still over there. So I'm gonna go back and cut it. These green chili pepper, they are real hard. If I can, have it zoom in, if you look at how I'm going to slice it, I'm going to slice it real thin, like a paper thin. I mean, with one chili pepper, you can make, like 100 pieces. And the whole reason I'm doing it is since they are so hot, when you have omelette and each bite consists of one of these hot peppers, you will enjoy it. But on other side, it won't kill you because they are so thin. And I'm gonna use that, and now I'm going to basically, mix it up. So you don't want to use any garam masalas or any powder, turmeric powder, because I have seen people doing it. And as I'm doing, I wanted to share my secret ingredients as well. As I mentioned, I did put olives in there. I'm going to add a sesame seed. Another my secret ingredient is I'm going to add a little bit milk. And this milk is not mandatory because some people don't drink milk. Then they can make omelette without milk. But the reason to put milk, it brings the outlook of omelette a little better. So I'm going to add some sesame seed. And when you add sesame seed, you don't put too much. You just put a little bit. So when you see omelette, if it's full with the sesame seed, then there is no thrill left or no excitement about it. You need just a few of these, just like a bun. We are having bun and has the sesame seed and very little. But if it's covered with the sesame seed, you probably won't enjoy those buns. Okay, let me add a little bit milk. I use vitamin D, which is a regular milk. I don't use low fat or anything. So it's not too much, just a little bit. And right the moment I have a 7 eggs, so I would say like a 2 or 3 teaspoons of milk. And that is sufficient, and you mix it up, and this is all ready. And I'm gonna go on my fry pan and I'm gonna show you. Yeah, back to my fry pan. I'm gonna use a little bit of olive oil. You just need a little bit, not too much. If I can have it zoom in. You need this much so you can turn around. Basically, it covers the base. So when we are using omelette, even though they are non-stick pans, but it gives you a better result if you add just a little bit, not too much. And my omelette, I'm going to pour this one in. So I'm going to leave the gas high. I'm going to start in the middle. And I'm going to put it in. You can rotate around, but again, it's your own preference. The way I do, I just go around with the pan, and I make sure that it covers all the way, and it's going to cook fully, and then I just shake it a little bit, and I'm going to use cheese, and I'm going to give a little bit more time. So I'm going to see if it's, how it's doing at the bottom. The color looks beautiful, and so the other thing I want to suggest you to try at home. It requires more practice. And normally when I do, I go like this and I turn it around. So once it's turned it around, I'm going to use the cheese on top of it. And then I'm going to put one fold on top of it. Yeah, it's all preference. You need one cheese or two cheese, and actually what is saying, the more fat brings the taste and flavor, but if you're health conscious wise, one cheese is good enough. And Let me show you how I'm going to turn it around. See how beautiful it's a look omelette. So this is a perfect omelette with green bell pepper, red bell pepper, orange bell pepper. Let me zoom you in so you will see. I'm going to turn the gas a little bit low so it won't burn up. And if you see that you can spot it, you will see sesame seeds one here, there, but when you're gonna have in your mouth, you're gonna crunch it and you're gonna say, wow, it looks good. So let me get my bread and I'm gonna, yes, I got my bread ready. I'm gonna use a bit mayo, mayonnaise, and again, it's your own preference, you like it or not. And even though we have green chili in there and we have the black bell pepper, but even though having those things, still each person's preference, people prefer having ketchup along with it, or they like hot sauce or anything. So see, if you look, the omelette itself, this is this beautiful omelette, consists of all these black pepper and my secret ingredient which I have shared with you, my black olives. And this is the perfect breakfast. And now I'm going to have a breakfast, and I'm going to prepare one side. I'm going to do my tea, and which I'm going to share with you. And to make it more exciting and more fancy, you know how you can do it. You can do it like a French toast thing. So if you're doing, I'm gonna taste it, and how I'll tell you, wow, it's so hot. Cheese is melted. It's finger licking things. You know, a lot of people like to lick a finger, but when I do cooking, I try to avoid it. And a matter of fact, I don't lick my fingers. So, it's so good, so rich. Good taste, perfect salt, and back of my tongue, I heard that little bit snap. That is a sesame seed. And bell pepper, and the peppers, those jalapenos are hot. I've been using for those 2 days, and they are hot. But since I showed to you how to cut in small thin slices, so it won't hurt your tongue, but it gives you tingling sensation if you are not, used to hot food, and it's perfect. This is beautiful. I mean, I love it. I hope you're gonna enjoy this my omelette with all these ingredients, and I really appreciate that you took the time to watch it. And please shoot me any questions if you have, and I'm going to share with you my tea, how tea is made. And again, thank you for watching Easy Step of Cooking Indian and Punjabi style omelette with bell pepper. Thank you and have a good day.